Good morning and welcome, folks. It is Saturday, the 12th of March. I am Flat Cap Callum, and they are only 3 sleeps till Cheltenham. Okay, today coming up, we've got the review of yesterday. There's a lot of volume about today in terms of races. So we've got 8 meetings, 59 races there are in total today. I found enough that I'm going to make it stake and a half. So I appreciate some of you might not want to do that this close to Cheltenham. You might want to keep your powder dry. But Cheltenham is coming up, but Cheltenham is 4 days. I'm excited about Cheltenham. There'll be a lot of value about Cheltenham. But today is still another decent day. And the Imperial Cup, particularly 220 Sandown, definite best opportunity of the day for value. So we have got 5 bets, £30 stake we're going to do today. And then after we've done that, we'll do a word on the golf. Okay, review of yesterday. If you're the kind of person that wants to hear about the 2 winners I had and nothing else, this isn't the channel for you, because I will tell you about all the other horses that got beaten yesterday. So we did have a really good result on one of the lucky 15s. But overall, we actually made a loss yesterday. So 2 good winners did look good. But on this channel, we're transparent. We talk about any horse, whether it won, lost or drew, whatever. I don't actually know how a horse can draw. Anyway, so we had a first each way lucky 15. Really unlucky, to be honest. We had Jamil 9 to 1 on the channel, 11 to 1 SP'd. I did get a 15 pence rule 4 deduction on that. And then had Wind Tour. It was 11 to 2 on the channel. The price went quite quick after the video went up, so it was only 7 to 2 SP. And then we were really unlucky because we had Gia Nice 12 to 1. It was 5th. They paid 4th. And Persevering 50 to 1. They paid 5. It was 6th. So very, very close to getting a really, really nice each way lucky 15 there. We'll take the 2 winners. I got 16.26 back for mine on that. We then had the forecast. I talked about forecast yesterday. I'm not going to go through that again today. But the point was, it was close. We had second and third. The prices crashed in the day. It was 18 to 1 and 17 to 2 when I did the channel. And I think they were about 8s and 6s by the end. So the prices crashed on those 2 horses. It was well worth a go. And they were second and third, but we got no return off that. Then Dundalk just fell apart. So I had 2 non-runners. I put in 2 replacements. Whether I put in, whatever I put in, didn't get close enough. Nothing was like too far away, but none of them even got placed, which is really disappointing. It can go like that at Dundalk. And then the last one was each way Trixie. They were all close enough, but not, sorry, it's all close, but none of them were close enough. So we've got nothing back there. So total, I got 20 on, 17.76 back. So I got 16.26 for the lucky 15, and then second lucky 15 on my bet I got a 150 return for 2 non-runners. So I made it a 224 loss. So we are still £35 up this week, which is a good place to be, but obviously we're putting 30 quid on the line today for staking and a half. So I will crack through what I've got, because there's 5 bets to go through. So we've got 3 each way lucky 15s, 1 each way Trixie, and 1 win Trixie coming up today. So bet 1 is our each way Trixie. So these are all horses where I'm seeing them as unlikely winners, but definite chance of placing. So those sorts of horses I put in a Trixie as opposed to lucky 15s. The type of horse I usually put in a lucky 15, I see a better chance of winning. But none of these horses, if they're each way, am I saying to you, that's the best horse of the race. It's the most value of the race. So all these 3 races on Sky Bet are paying 4 places, which makes it a much more comfortable bet. If you're only getting 3 places, definite small stake on this, because some of these are a bit marginal. So 1 o'clock air, Pepite, I can't even say it, DeBell, 25 to 1. 135 air, blow by blow, 12 to 1, and then the 521 Hereford. Now, some of you will be pleased to know that is the last race I've got a horse in today. I've got nothing in the late ones at Kempton. So all this week we've had horses at 8 and 8:30. 521 is the latest horse today, and that's Fazayette 28 to 1. So it's a 20p each way Trixie. So that's each way doubles and trebles for those of you who are unfamiliar, and 40p each way singles. It's a £4 bet. As I said, that's a much better bet with Sky Bet if you're getting 4 places. Have a look around, see what other bookmakers are paying on those races. But Sky Bet 4 places is a good bet. It's much more marginal if you're only going to get 3 places with that one. That's bet 1. Okay, Bet 2, we've got a Lingfield each way lucky 15. Now, on this channel, those of you who've been watching a while will know my Lingfield record was terrible. It's got a little bit better, but overall my Lingfield record is not great. So this comes with real risks attached that I'm doing a Lingfield each way lucky 15. I've got 146 Danny California. Sky Bet are only paying 3 places, quarter of the odds. But there are bookmakers out there paying 4 places. So if you can get 4 places, great. But the fact it's quarter of the odds, 3 places, I'll happy. I'll take that. I'm not going to get into it now, but there's, when you do calculations about quarter of the odds, fifth of the odds, sometimes it can be significant. So 146 Lingfield Danny California. Then got 221 Hullabaloo 11 to 1. That's just paying 3 places. 256 paying 4 places Sky Bet. Knockout Blow 8 to 1. And the 406 paying 4 on Sky Bet. Cape Greco 9 to 1. That is one of our straightforward 20 pence each way lucky 15s, £6 you bet. That's bet 2. Bet 3 is where most of the stake is going. I say most of the stake, the majority of the stake, 9 out of our 30 quid is on bet 3. So we've got 150 Sandown, some really good value in that race. It's worth having a look. If you don't want to go do big and do lucky 15s, the 150 Sandown, the 225 Sandown, doing some each way doubles is definitely worth a little go in there. So 150 Sandown, paying 5. I know there's a promotion on Sky Bet around money back first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Money back for second, third, fourth, fifth. I wouldn't put jet plane in a bet like that. Jet plane in an each way bet like this, absolutely fine. I'm not saying that's got a good chance of winning necessarily. It's a really, really competitive race with some unexposed horses. But I'm going with the value, which I think is jet plane, 22s. 205 Wolverhampton, Fox Power 14s, 225. This is the big race of the day. Sky Bet 7s, a lot of bookies are 6. Really, really worth having a look. So I've gone to the bottom of the market and gone for the value prices. Lively Citizen is a great opportunity. Now, just to give you quick context, there's 22 runners. Let's imagine there was a non-runner. Make it easy for maths. 21 runners, paying 7 places. You've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting in a place. That's the same as having a top 3 in a 9-runner race, top 4 12-runner race. So the perms in that, they might sound, well, they're similar, aren't they? The difference here is because you've got so many runners, the prices are much bigger and therefore the value can go up. And that's why these races are so much better for value. So I've got Lively Citizen 25s. I have got 2 horses, another one in coming up, another bet in that. And then the last one in that bet, 310 Gowron Park, Maisie Raffetier, 6 to 1, and Sky Bet are paying 6 on that. So watch out for where you're paying that. It's worth it, whether you can get 5 places, maybe even 4, it's probably still okay. Better with 6, but 25 pence. There's a 25 pence each way lucky 15, and I've got an additional 75p each way single on Lively Citizen. That's bet 3. Bet 4, last of the each way lucky 15s. 225. So the second horse I've got here in this race, big race, Imperial Cup at Sandown, Zambezi Fix 33s. 3 o'clock Sandown, Flirtatious Girl, Sky Bet 4s on that, 12 to 1. 345 Gowron Park, Sky Bet 4s on this. Revelin Pleasure 17 to 2, and 351 Wolverhampton, Sky Bet 4 on that as well. Matchless 10 to 1. 20 pence each way lucky 15, an additional 50p each way single. I didn't circle it. Sorry, 50p each way single on Zambezi Fix. So the additional singles are going on the Imperial Cup horses. That is bet 4. Bet 5, I'll win Trixie. As you know on this channel, for those who've been watching a long time, we do some good money out of these bets, but we've never managed to hit 3, and today I've got much bigger prices, so this is a much riskier bet than some of the ones I put out here on win Trixies. I particularly like the top 2. The third one is a bit more of a punt, really. So 335 Sandown, Frenchy Doulage 5 to 1, 445 Sandown, Marla's Promise 4 to 1. That was 6 as about half an hour ago. And then 5 o'clock Kempton, Kath's Toy Boy 9 to 1. So it's not a straightforward tricks that I do on here. So what I've done is 30p win doubles. And then I've done a 35 pence each way treble. And the reason for that is the prices are a bit bigger than I'd normally do on a win bet. So it's worth doing the treble. All these 3 races are all 2 places, quarter of the odds, so it's worth a little treble on that. And then we're 80p win singles, so it's £4 you bet. That is bet 5. As usual, any questions on any of that, any further explanation, any more detail you want on any of the horses, I don't go into detail on every single horse because the video would be 3 hours long. If you've got questions, shove it in the comments. I'm really happy to answer them. So last thing, word on the golf. Won the golf in a decent place is the golf. So in the My Life Open golf in South Africa, they're underway in round 3, and we've got overnight leader Henny du Plessis. He's 1 shot in the lead. He was in the lead round 1. Let's just keep our positive thoughts going to Henny that he stays there and does the business. JC Ritchie's had a good start to round 3. He's in the places at the moment too. And then Darren Fitchart, not too far away, particularly for a 250 to 1 shot. So decent. The other one with there missed the cut, so we're 3 out of 4, not too bad. And then over in Players Championship, those of you who been following it will know the weather's been shocking, so that the whole playing times and tee offs and whatever is all completely up the spout. So I'm really happy that we've got four golfers that have finished round 1 at least, because there's a bunch that haven't even got that far yet. And Brian Harman and Jason Day are in a competitive place. So golf's looking in a good place, but bear in mind your horse can look like it's in a good place halfway through the race and it might not come anywhere. So we've only half the job done there. So that is the golf. Oh, the other thing I was just going to remind you, because I've only said it once, Cheltenham next week, there'll be an additional video on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday evenings. Probably about 9 o'clock-ish sort of time. That's going to be an exclusive Cheltenham series where it's £50 a day just for Cheltenham. The usual videos with our £20 stake will be up the normal time, because we'll be looking at other races as well. You can either do one, the other or both. But the important thing for anyone watching is it's all free. It is free. There is no extra PayPal links on this channel. Never ever will there be that case. So it is a free channel. Take it or leave it. Enjoy your day. I'll enjoy mine. See you in the morning. Thanks very much.